My Mill got an iPhone 16 Pro Max for each grandkid. But not my daughter, she's not. I watched my daughter's face light up with pure joy, only to see it shatter an instant later. That was the moment I realized my mother-in-law had crossed a line, and I was about to make a decision that would change everything. Christmas lights still twinkled in the living room, but the air felt thick with something cold and unsettling. My mother-in-law, Evelyn, sat on the couch, presiding over 6 sleek, white boxes, each an iPhone 16 Pro Max, stacked like sinister presents. My heart should have swelled with warmth, seeing her lavish attention on the grandchildren. Instead, a cold dread spread through my chest as she completely bypassed Maya. Maya stood there in her little red sweater, just 9 years old, still smiling, waiting for her turn. She'd been bouncing on her toes all morning, absolutely buzzing with excitement from her cousin's family chat about Grandma's big surprise. My husband Daniel's sister, Emily, had brought her 2 kids, Jacob and Olivia. His brother, Robert, arrived with his 4 children. Everyone gathered around as Evelyn turned the gift-giving into a grand spectacle, calling each child forward like an award ceremony host. "Jacob, come here, sweetie," she cooed, handing the first box to Emily's oldest. "Olivia, you're next, honey." One by one, she distributed the phones with a theatrical flourish, hugging each grandchild, whispering how special they were. The kids tore into the packaging, their excited shrieks and gasps of delight filling the room. Maya's smile started to fade around the 3rd phone. By the 5th, her small hands were clasped in front of her, fingers twisting together, a silent, heartbreaking gesture. The 6th phone went to Robert's youngest son, Finn, and then Evelyn brushed her hands together, a job well done. She settled back onto the couch, casually reaching for her coffee. Maya looked at me, pure confusion clouding her eyes, and I felt my own smile turn fragile and utterly false. "What about Maya?" My voice remained steady, though my pulse hammered against my throat. Evelyn glanced up as if she'd forgotten we were even there. "Oh, well, these gifts are for my grandchildren," she said, taking a casual sip of coffee, as if discussing the weather. "Family, you know." The room went silent, save for the kids comparing their new phone cases. Emily's eyes darted between her mother and me, something uncomfortable flickering across her face. Robert suddenly became intensely interested in helping his son set up Face ID. Daniel had been in the kitchen when the distribution began. He walked in then, carrying a plate of cookies, completely oblivious to the emotional bomb his mother had just dropped in our living room. "Mom." My voice came out sharper than intended. "Maya is your granddaughter." Evelyn's expression shifted, morphing into that familiar look she adopted at family dinners when someone dared to voice a political opinion she disliked. Her mouth pursed, eyebrows lifted, and she put on that condescending, familiar look that just screamed, "How dare you challenge me? What would you have done in my place?" Bottom left of screen, click full story.